Chapter 6, The Gold Lender of Babylon. 50 gold coins. Rodden, the spear maker of Babylon, never had so much gold before. He carried it in a leather wallet at his belt. He walked on the king's road, coming from the palace. His heart felt light. The coins made a small sound as he walked. To him it was the sweetest sound. 50 pieces of gold. All mine, he thought. He could not believe it. Those small round coins had great power. With them he could buy many things, a better house, some land, animals, camels, horses, even a chariot. Rodden asked himself, "What will I do with this gold?" That evening he turned into a small street and went to his sister's home. He could think of only one thing: he wanted to keep the heavy, shining coins safe. A few days later Rodden was not only happy. Now he also felt confused. People talked to him. People asked him for money. Some begged him again and again. They wanted to share the king's gift. Rodden did not know what to do. So he went to the shop of Mathan, the gold lender. Mathan also sold jewels and fine cloth. Bright goods were everywhere, but Rodden did not look at them. He walked straight to the back rooms. There he found Mathan lying on a rug and eating. A black slave served him. Rodden stood with his feet apart. His leather jacket was open in front. His chest showed. He said, "I must speak with you. I do not know what to do." Mathan looked at him and smiled. His face was narrow and pale. "What foolish thing did you do," he asked, "that you come to the gold lender? Did you lose money at games? Did a pretty woman trick you? I have known you many years, Rodden. You never came to me before." Rodden said, No, not like that. I do not come to ask for gold. I come to ask for your advice." Mathan lifted his hands a little, like he was surprised. "Hear that," he said. "A man comes to the gold lender for advice. My ears must be wrong." Rodden said, "Your ears hear true." Mathan laughed softly. "Rodden the spear maker is clever," he said. "He comes not for gold, but for wisdom. Many men come to me for gold to pay for their mistakes. But for advice, they do not come. And who sees more trouble than a man who lends gold?" Then Mathan spoke to the slave. "Bring a rug," he said. "Rodden will eat with me. Bring him much food. Bring my biggest cup. Bring the best wine. He is my guest tonight." Then Mathan asked, "Now tell me. What troubles you?" Rodden said, "It is the king's gift." Mathan frowned. "The king gave you a gift, and it troubles you? What gift?" Rodden said, "The king liked the new spear point I made for the royal guard. He gave me 50 pieces of gold. Now I am troubled, because people ask me for it all the time. They beg me while the sun moves across the sky. They want to share my gift." Mathan nodded. "That is normal," he said. "Many men want gold, but they do not have it. When they see a man get gold easily, they want him to divide it. But can you not say, 'No'? Is your will not strong?" Rodden said, "To many I say no. But sometimes it is easier to say yes. How can I say no to my sister? I love her." Mathan said, "Your sister does not want to take your joy away." Rodden said, "She asks for her husband, Araman. She wants him to be a rich merchant. She says he never had a chance. She begs me to lend him my gold. She says he will trade, make profit, and pay me back." Mathan looked serious. "My friend," he said, "this is a good question. Gold can change a man's life. It can bring a new place among people. It can bring fear of loss. It can bring power, and a wish to do good. But it can also bring danger. A kind heart can push a man to do a foolish thing." Mathan leaned closer. "Have you ever heard," he asked, "about a farmer of Nineveh who could understand animals? Maybe not. Men do not tell such stories in workshops. But I will tell you. It will help you understand lending. Lending is not only giving gold from one hand to another." Mathan began the story. This farmer stood in his yard each evening and listened to his animals. One evening he heard an ox speak to a donkey. The ox said, I pull the plow from morning to night. The day is hot. My legs are tired. The yoke hurts my neck. Still I work. But you rest. You wear a colorful blanket. You only carry our master. When he stays home, you eat grass and do nothing. The donkey felt sorry for the ox. He said, My friend, you work too hard. I will help you. Tomorrow, when the slave comes, lie down. Make loud sounds. Let the slave think you are sick. Then you can rest. The ox listened. Next morning the slave came and saw the ox on the ground. The slave told the farmer, The ox is sick. He cannot work. The farmer said, Then put the donkey on the plow. The work must go on. So the donkey worked all day. His legs became weak. His neck became sore. His heart became angry. That night the farmer listened again. The ox said, You are a good friend. Because of your advice, I rested today. The donkey answered, And I did your work. I wanted to help you, but I carried your burden. I also heard the master say, If you are sick again, he will call the butcher. Now you pull your own plow. After that they did not speak. Their friendship ended. Mathan stopped and looked at Rawdon. Do you see the lesson? Rawdon said, It is a good story, but I do not see the lesson. Mathan said, It is simple. If you help a friend, help in a way that does not put his burden on you. Rawdon said, Now I understand. I do not want to carry my sister's husband on my back. But tell me, you lend to many people. Do they pay back? Mathan smiled like a man with long experience. Is a loan good, he said, if the borrower cannot pay back? A lender must be wise. He must ask, Will my gold help this man and come back to me? Or will it be wasted, so I lose my gold, and the borrower also gets a debt he cannot pay? Mathan stood up and brought a long chest covered in red leather, with bronze designs. He put it on the floor and sat in front of it. This is my token chest, he said. From each borrower I take a token, a small thing that belongs to him. I keep it here until he pays back. When he pays, I give it back. If he never pays, the token stays. It reminds me of a man who was not faithful. Mathan said, My safest loans are to men who have more than the gold they ask for. They have land and things they own, jewels, camels, and other things. If needed, they can sell something and pay back. Some give me jewels worth even more than the loan. Some give me a written promise, if they do not pay, I can take land and things they own. Such loans are built on land and things a man owns. Then he said, Another kind of loan is to men who earn money by work. They are paid for labor, like you. If they are honest, and if bad luck does not hit them, they can pay back. Such loans are built on a man's work. Then he said, But there are also men with no land and things they own, and no sure way to earn. Life is hard. Some cannot manage it. Loans to them are risky. Even if the loan is small, I do not like it unless a good friend promises to pay back for them. Mathan opened the chest. Rawdon leaned forward. On top lay a bronze neck piece on a red cloth. Mathan lifted it and touched it gently. This token will stay here forever, he said. Its owner is dead. He was my friend. We traded well for many years. Then he brought home a woman from the east. She was beautiful, but not like our women. He spent his gold to please her. Soon his gold was gone. He came to me in trouble. I tried to help him. He promised to change. But in a fight she put a knife in his heart. Rawdon asked, And the woman? Mathan held up the red cloth. This was hers, he said. In pain and shame, she threw herself into the Euphrates River. Those two loans will never be paid back. This token chest teaches me this: when people are full of strong feelings, they are not safe borrowers. Mathan reached again and took a ring made from ox bone. This is different, he said. It belongs to a farmer. I buy rugs from his women. One year locusts came. He had no food. I lent him gold. When the new crop came, he paid me back. Later he came again. He told me about strange goats in a far land. Their hair was long, soft, and fine. It could make rugs more beautiful than any in Babylon. He wanted goats, but he had no money. I lent him gold for the journey. He brought back goats. Now he has a herd. Next year I will sell costly rugs to the lords of Babylon. Soon I will give him back this ring, because he pays back on time. Rawdon asked, so some borrowers pay back quickly? Mathan said, yes, if they borrow for a purpose that brings money back. But if they borrow to cover foolish acts, be careful, if you want your gold again. Rawdon picked up a heavy gold bracelet with jewels. Tell me about this one, he said. Mathan smiled and joked, women interest you, my friend. Rawdon answered, I am still younger than you. Mathan laughed. Not romance this time, he said. The owner is an old woman. She talks too much. She once had money. Then hard times came. She has a son. She wanted him to be a merchant. She borrowed gold so he could join a caravan trade. But the caravan leader was a bad man. He left the boy in a far city, with no money and no friends. Maybe the boy will pay back later, when he is older. For now I get no payment. Only her talk. Still, the jewels are a safe promise for me. Rawdon asked, did she ask your advice first? Mathan said, no. She already saw her son as a rich man. If I spoke against it, she became angry. I knew the risk was big, but she gave me a safe promise, so I lent. Mathan lifted a piece of rope tied in a knot. This belongs to Nebater, the camel trader, he said. When he wants to buy more camels than his money allows, he brings this knot. I lend to him. He is wise. Many merchants are like him. Their tokens come and go often. Good merchants help Babylon, and it helps me to support them. Then Mathan picked up a small blue scarab and threw it to the floor. This is a bug from Egypt, he said with dislike. The young man who owns it does not care if I get my gold back. When I scold him, he says, bad fate follows me. You have more gold? But this token is his father's token. His father is an honest man with little wealth. The father promised his land and herd as a safe promise to support his son. The son had success first. Then he wanted quick great wealth. He did not know enough. His plans fell apart. Mathan looked at Rawdon and spoke slowly. Youth is full of big wishes, he said. Youth wants short roads to wealth. Youth borrows without wisdom. Youth does not understand this. A debt with no hope is like a deep pit. You can fall in fast, and climb out very slowly. Then Mathan added, but I do not say borrowing is always wrong. Borrowing can be good, if it is for a wise plan. I also first found success with borrowed gold. Rawdon listened, but he wanted one clear answer. He said, you tell me many things. But tell me this, should I lend my 50 gold pieces to my sister's husband? Mathan said, your sister is a good woman. I respect her. If her husband came to me for 50 pieces, I would ask, what will you do with it? If he says, I will be a merchant like you, and sell jewels and fine cloth, I will ask, do you know this work? Do you know where to buy cheap? Do you know where to sell well? Could he answer, yes? Rawdon said, no, he could not. He helps me make spears. He helps in shops a little. Mathan said, then his plan is not ready. A merchant must learn the trade. His wish may be good, but his plan is not wise yet. I would not lend him gold. Mathan continued, but if he could say, yes. I know trade. I can travel to Smyrna. I can buy rugs cheap. I know rich people in Babylon. I can sell rugs for profit, then I would say, your plan is wise. I will lend you gold if you give me a valuable thing as a promise for my gold. If he says, I have no valuable thing as a promise, only my word, then I would say, I love my gold. If robbers steal it on the road, how will you pay me back? My gold will be gone. Mathan said, gold is easy to give, but it is not easy to get back. A wise lender wants a safe return, not danger. Then he said, "It is good to help people in trouble. It is good to help those who start life. But help must be wise. If not, you become like the donkey. You take another man's burden." Mathan looked straight at Rawdon. "Now hear my answer," he said. "Keep your 50 pieces of gold. Your work earned them. The king gave them to you. They are yours. No man can force you to give them away, unless you choose to." Mathan added, "If you lend, lend with care. Do not put all your gold in one place. I do not like gold that does nothing, but I like risky gold even less." Mathan asked, "How many years have you worked as a spear maker?" Rawdon said, 3. Mathan asked, "How much gold did you save before the king's gift?" Rawdon said, 3 pieces. Mathan said, "So each year you denied yourself many things and saved 1 piece." Rawdon said, "Yes." Mathan said, "Then to save 50 pieces by work alone, you may need 50 years. That is a whole life. Do you think your sister wants to risk the savings of a whole life, so her husband can try to be a merchant?" Rawdon said, "Not if I explain it like you." Mathan said, "Then go to her and say this: I worked for 3 years from morning to night, and I denied myself many things. Each year I saved only 1 gold piece. You are my dear sister. I want your husband to succeed. If he can show a plan that seems wise to Mathan, then I will gladly lend him the savings of 1 year, so he can prove himself. Do this. If he succeeds, good. If he fails, he will not owe you more than he may pay back one day." Mathan said, "I lend gold because I have more gold than I can use in my own work. I want my extra gold to work and earn. But I do not want to lose it. I worked hard to get it. So I do not lend where I do not feel safe." Mathan said, "From my token chest you can see how men borrow with big hopes, but little skill. Many do not have a true plan. They do not have training. Their dreams are bigger than what they can do." Then he said, "Rawdon, you now have gold. Put it to work for you. If you keep it safe, it will bring you joy and profit for many years. But if you let it run away, it will bring you sorrow." Mathan asked, "What do you want most from this gold?" Rawdon said, "To keep it safe." Mathan said, "Wise words. Safety comes first. Do you think your gold is safe in your sister's husband's hands?" Rawdon said, "I fear it is not. He does not know how to guard gold." Mathan said, "Then do not let feelings push you. Do not trust your treasure to a man who cannot protect it. If you want to help family, find another way. Remember, gold slips away in strange ways from those who do not know how to keep it. Better to spend it yourself than to let another man lose it for you." Mathan asked, "After safety, what do you want next?" Rawdon said, "I wanted to earn more gold." Mathan said, "Again you speak wisely. Gold should grow. But if you risk losing it, you also risk losing all it could earn." Mathan said, "Do not follow wild plans. Do not trust dreamers. Do not believe in easy big profit. Be careful. If you expect too much, you invite loss. Choose steady gains. Work with men and trades that are already proven." Rawdon tried to thank him, but Mathan lifted his hand. "Do not thank me," he said. "The king's gift will teach you. Many things will tempt you. Many people will speak to you. Many great chances will be offered. Before 1 piece of gold leaves your pouch, be sure you have a safe way to bring it back." Then Mathan added, "If you want more advice, come again. I give it gladly." As Rawdon prepared to go, Mathan said, "Read the words under the lid of my token chest. They are for the borrower and the lender. Better a little care than a great sad feeling later." Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next chapters.